Hello, welcome to this special video. I'll be showing you some creative uses of Excel. I'll be showing you how you randomly generate data, then I'll show you how to insert a visual data editor into Excel, how to convert to table, how to copy paste as values, doing some sorting, we'll do cascaded sorting, we'll also do filtering, how to create a bulk SMS list, how to create a bulk email list, and then personalized mail. So here I have two columns of 20 names. There are 20 names here. There are 20 names here. And here I have a table of 200 empty rows. And what I want to do is I want to populate this table with data I will randomly generate from just these 20 names in two columns. So I'm going to use a formula called indirect. Indirect lets me key in a cell reference, but in an indirect way. That's this simply what it means. So I'm going to say I want it to randomly pick a name in this column as my first name. So the column is column G, and then instead of a static row number, I will give it a random row number. And between row 1 and row 20. So row 1, row 20. So that's how I randomly pick a first name from this column. Then to pick a last name randomly from this column, I'll do something similar. Indirect. Column H. Then row number, run between row number 1 and row number 20. So let's do for phone number. For phone number, I'm going to do add 0. In Nigeria, our phone numbers are between 0802 to 0809. I'm going to use between 0802 and 0809. So I'm going to do run between. Start with 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 0, 9, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've randomly generated a phone number there. I'll make the email the lowercase of the first name, then and dots, and the last name, and at yahoo.com. And to do this for the remaining 199 rows, I'll simply double click here, and if I scroll down, you'll see it's been done for all the 200 rows. Now if I need, let me give it a border. If I need to do for more than that, if I want to do till 500, I'll just keep scrolling down. This is 500. So I have 500. Let me go down one more step. I have 500 names, and I have 500 records, all randomly generated. So I've generated 500 records from just these 22 column records. So that's how you randomly generate data in Excel. It's one of the ways you randomly generate data in Excel. I use this a lot when I need to run a test, I need to do a scenario, make explanations of some features of Excel like I'm doing now. Next is the visual data editor. Excel has a visual data editor. It's called Form. And to enable it, we'll go to File, you go to Options, then you go to Quick Access Toolbar. Here you click on the scroll bar, the drop down arrow, and you choose All Commands, and you scroll to Forms. Scroll down till we get to Forms. Yeah, Form. Then I'll say move add to this quick access toolbar, and I'll click on OK. Let me drag my table down a little. So this is what I've added. It's now here. This is the form I've added here. So I'll select this table, then I'll click on the form, and this is it. I can manually scroll through the data visually now. I can search if I'm looking for all. So I'm looking for Peter. Yeah, find next. Find. Can you give me all the entries that have Peter in the first name? It's a very cool way of I could make edits here too. Let me close this. I can delete an entry. I can create a new record if I want. And so this is what I call the visual data editor. It's form actually. It's a user data form. Next is whenever I press on enter, the things here change. If I do enter once again, you will notice the values here change because there's a formula. Anytime a formula calculates, this random recalculates. So I would like to copy and paste as value. So I'm going to select the entire table. I will do Ctrl C to copy. I'll come to paste special, and I'll click on values. There's a keyboard shortcut for that, but I'm not going to do that today. So now I've pasted all the values here as no longer as formulas but as values. No more formulas here, no more indirect formulas here. So that's how you copy paste as values. Then I would like to convert this into a table. To convert to table, I can do Ctrl T, or I come here and do format as table. So I'll select the kind of table I want. I would like it to be banded. I like light green. Then I'll say I think I'll choose another one. Yeah, this is the one I need. This is the one I want. So I've converted it into a table. As you can see, it's much more looking better. If you print these, it will be easier to trace. The values. If you print these, this will look better on a paper. You can easily trace Lara's phone number and email, unlike when everything had the same white background. So next is sort. So I'm going to sort by first name. So I'll select the whole table. I'll select the whole table. I'll right click. I'll do custom sort. I'll sort by first name. I'll do OK. Now you see it's been sorted ABC alphabetical order. Akim, Bankole. So what if I want to sort by several levels? I want to sort by first name first, then last name. So So Vera Bayo will come before Vera Faizat. So I'll come back to sort. I'll do custom sort. I'll add another level. Then I'll say sort by last name. I'll click on OK. Now you'll see Ahmed Abi comes before Ahmed Bayo. Let's go see the Vera example again. Great. So Vera Bayo is coming before Vera Faizat, and it's been sorted by this first name first and then last name followed. So once for all the Tijanis, it will start sorting ABC order for the last name. So that's how you do cascaded sorting. So what if I want to filter? I want to see only some particular entries, maybe by first name. I want to see only the Ahmeds. The good thing about inserting a table is it automatically inserts a filter for you. All this drop down arrow box here, they all indicate filters. Once you click on them, you get this expanded menu view. So you can select that I want to see only Ahmed. Click on OK. If I scroll, I'll see only Ahmed. So that's how you filter. If I want to disable this, there are two ways. I can select all here, so it's back again to the whole entry, or I'll come straight here, and you will notice the filter. There is a selection on this filter here. If I click on it, it's unselected. You can see the drop down arrows beside the headers are no longer there. So that's how you remove a filter. And if I want to insert the filter once again, I'll come back to sort and filter. I'll click on filter. You can see them back again. So I'm going to remove them. Removed. So how do you create a bulk SMS list from this list? Normally when you're sending bulk SMS, you will have to separate. It's usually in the form of you type in a phone number, then you have to do comma, so once you're done, let me create a notepad. So once you're done, you probably copy to notepad, then you go to your bulk SMS application, you copy and paste these phone numbers there, and you send your bulk SMS. So what if I want to send a bulk SMS to everyone here? Rather than having to copy the phone number one by one and pasting here, putting the comma manually, copying the second number, paste it there, and keep on iterating that way, I can simply come here. I'll do an Excel formula. Phone number. I need to remove the table formatting, so I'm going to do on Ctrl Z, delete this. So I'll select this entire table once again. Remember, I've converted it to a table, so I want to remove the table. So I'll right click, then I'll come to table, I'll say convert to range. So it's going to make it a normal range, no longer a table. Now my formula will work without some unexpected issues. Okay, so I'll click on this formula and this entry here, this phone number there. So I'm going to say the next one should be this and a comma, then and this next value. I'll do enter. Then if I double click here to expand, you will see what I've done. You can see it's added this, comma this, and put them in one cell. So if I drag this down, let's not drag too long. Let me drag till let me drag to the last entry. Now if I copy this and go to my notepad and paste, you'll see let me do word wrap, format word wrap. Then you see I have all the 500 phone numbers here with a comma besides them. So I can copy these and paste into my bulk SMS application and send an SMS to them. Maybe they are my fellow church members. Maybe I'm a pastor, I'm the assistant pastor. I need to send them an SMS that church next Sunday, we're going to start 1 hour earlier. They should come to church 1 hour before the regular time. So this is a very easy way of you making a bulk SMS list. And you can do the same for email. Maybe you're a team lead, you're working on a community project, there are 50 volunteers or maybe 100 volunteers, and you need to create an email list of all these 100 volunteers so you can keep them updated on what needs to be done, what you're doing. They all get to know of what is going on, everyone can communicate. You can also create the email list from this. We'll do the same procedure. Then I'll say this equals Ahmed and a comma and the second entry. Then if I drag this down or I double click, it's going to do for everything. Then I'll copy this out, I'll paste into the notepad. Voila. So I have everyone's email separated by a comma in here. I can send them, I can make them a distribution list on Outlook, or I can do a lot with it by having them formatted this way. I can send an email to everyone like this by putting them in the BCC. It's better to put them in BCC, or you put them in the tool. But if everyone does a reply to all, the inbox will be filled in a couple of hours. So that's how you do a bulk email list. So what about a personalized mail? I'm going to delete this. I'm going to also delete this. I'm going to merge all these cells. Okay. So what if I want to send an email to everyone, but I want to personalize, I want to make it dear your first name and your last name, and then I type out my real message and have it different for everyone, rather than sending a generic hello. You get dear Ahmed Habi, dear Kayode Lola, like that. So how do I do that? It's very easy. I'll create a full name here, another column. I'll say full name is equal to the first name and space and the last name. So I have the full name. If I double click, it will do for everyone. So it's done for everyone. Then I'll come here, I'll expand this a little. So I'm going to create a drop down list here. Okay, so to do a drop down list, it's called data validation. It's in one of my videos that you've gotten today. I'll come to data, come to data validation. I'll choose lists. Then for my source, I'll select this table. I'll do Control Shift down to select everything. It's in the keyboard shortcut video I sent you last week. Then I'll click on OK. So if I scroll back up, Control Hop, now I have everybody's name in here. So this is where I'll use to pick who I want to send to. So here I'll begin to type in my message. So remember, my message, since it's going to be dynamic, it's not going to be fixed, so I have to type it as a formula. That's really where I can make the message dynamic. So I'll do there, then, and wherever I select here, and I'll do and a comma, Alt Enter to go to the next line, Alt Enter again to go to the next line. I hope you are doing great. Currently taking an awesome Excel online class. The instructor is an Excel genius, and I think you should register for the next batch. Regards. So just one more thing to do. I'll come to home, I'll click on wrap text, and so here's the message. You'll notice it will change whenever I change the name there. If I choose another name, you can see the message has changed. If I choose another name here, the message has changed. So to make this easier, you can just do a small VB script behind, goes through all these names, check their emails, send the message in here to everyone. So everyone gets a personalized mail. You can send to as Outlook lets you send to, I think, about 500 in a day. So you can send to 500 different people. They get a personalized mail, all from Excel. So that's a little advanced. I'm not going to go into the technicalities of doing that. It involves a little VB code. And so that is it for this special video. Thank you.